What is up? May 30th, 2026, weekly update. Highlighted this week actually happened yesterday. So Thursday, went around, did some open mics, and at one of the mics, I asked one of my buddies, one of the comedians, if he could, get some pictures of me with my phone while I was on stage. And so he did that. But unbeknownst to me, he also got a picture on his phone, and then he posted that on Instagram and tagged me in it. And I like the picture, I like the tag, and I was like, why not? Reshared that on my profile and just said, like proof of my attendance slash performance. And then another comedy buddy of mine who I'd seen earlier that evening, um, he saw the reshare and then reshared that and then wrote like a little paragraph, basically, commended me on my consistency and just like how often I've been doing mics and how often I'm out and how much he like sees me working and everything like that. He said that, I'm always smiling. I never have anything bad to say. I always look put together, and that like people should be more like me, right? And so I took that reshare of my reshare and then reshared that and said, hashtag humbled, hashtag grateful, but don't be like me, be like Christ, right? And we had an exchange, a DM exchange as well. Shout out to Aaron Ricardo. And no, like basically just yeah, he just commended me for my consistency in showing up to open mics, my consistency in writing, my consistency in doing my set and practicing my jokes, um and just, in being a good person. That's the other thing, like being a good person, being nice to people, um because not all comics are nice. And so no, it was nice. It was nice just to like get some appreciation, get some validation, right? Because I can definitely say, as a follower of Christ, one of the hardest things about doing it, about following Christ, is the doubt that definitely creeps in when you just ask yourself, like, is it even worth being nice? Is it even worth being a good person? Like it feels like there's moments where I'm like dragging behind other people who I feel like are further ahead at being funny, or further ahead in making a set, building a set, further ahead in doing shows and stuff. And I understand logically that that's not the case. I absolutely understand that. But like the feeling is still there, the feeling of doubt and the feeling of confusion, the feeling of like, is all of this worth it? Like, am I really going to become successful with what I'm doing? Because I want to, I do, but it's not guaranteed, or at the very least, it's not clear to me that I will become successful. So yeah, doubt creeps in all the time. And, in instances like that, where someone's like, I see what you're doing and I appreciate you for it. Like, it's awesome. It's amazing, right? Because it's like, cool. Other like at least one other person sees what I'm doing, and they commend me for it, right? Openly commend me for it. Because other people could be commending me, but they don't ever say anything, right? So it was awesome. It was nice. It was very kind. So I said to him, I appreciate your appreciation for my kindness. Or no, I'm appreciative of your kindness for my kindness, right? Something like that. So yeah, and that was yesterday. That was yesterday. I got on Instagram, looked on my phone, saw the reshare, saw the word, or saw the paragraph that he wrote, and I was just like, that's cool. That's a nice way to start the day, right? Um, so that's basically that's the highlight. Other than that, I did 9 open mics this week, which I'm happy about. I wrote a lot. I wrote on Wednesday and Thursday a lot. Went on stage with like some new jokes. One of the jokes works, so I was like, yes, so need to keep tweaking it, need to keep figuring out how to get things tighter, how to trim the fat from the set. Um and I mean, that's basically it. Did mics, worked yesterday, and then got that nice word. I need to get going though. I'm already starting to sweat. I did this volunteer thing earlier this morning. It started at 8. I didn't get there till 8:30. So I'm recording this in the middle of the afternoon, and Vanessa's getting hot, and I'm starting to sweat a lot. I can't run the AC because then the audio on here sucks. So that's basically it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to like and subscribe. And God bless.